Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys your Witchy Wednesday reading. So this is going to be about your spiritual journey right now and different things that may be helpful for you along the way. We're going to go ahead and do a pick a card style today, so I will put the timestamps down below. We have these 3 planchets here. These are resins created by Michelle from Wing & Bell. I'll put her information down below, as well as everything else. So you guys can choose number 1 here for this one, number 2, or number 3, or you can simply take all of them. Just take what resonates, you guys, and get rid of anything that doesn't. Let's go into number 1. All right, you guys, so if you chose number 1, let's go ahead and get your messages. I pre-selected cards today. So the theme that came out for you guys was success, with the month being March. So this could be something that you've been trying to work on since March, or it could be that some sort of success is going to come full circle for you, of course, in March 2022. But we have the unicorn's energy. So it says, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. So let's just say you're looking to have success with something specific, and success could really be about anything. It could be about your physical body, losing weight, getting more in shape, getting healthier. It could be about a relationship. This could be about a project or some sort of, let's just say, work situation. Whatever this is, you're going to use your intuition, or you have, to make these beneficial changes so that way you can experience more success moving forward. So the main focus here is to continue to use your intuition. It will help to guide you along the way in order to be more successful in whatever area that you are focused on. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at some blockages here. We've got the root chakra coming through here for you. There could be a little bit of a block with fear in the root chakra. Now, the root chakra is connected to our physical world, our physical bodies, our finances, money, material items. With the headless horseman and the 8 of wands muzzled energy, there's something to do with the head. So maybe we feel like we can't communicate, or we're not able to speak our truth at this present time. And that makes it very difficult for us to do what we want to do in the physical world. So this could be job related, home related, whatever this is. You could just be maybe unhealthily attached to a situation that no longer serves you. But whatever it is, it needs to be severed here. And we might be holding back our truth and not speaking our truth. It could even be that we're, in a way, almost blaming someone else for not being able to move forward with our lives. At that, that headless horseman there, without a head, maybe we're not able to move forward on that horse the way that we would like to. So we need to, basically, for our own healing and empowerment, we need to take back our power in a situation, maybe even speak our truth, or maybe just sever ties with someone and say nothing, and just basically cut off something that's no longer serving you. So use your intuition on this, what the best approach would be. What are our spiritual gifts, as well as crystal suggestions that could be helpful to us at this time? We had the owl, and I love to see this here because it's talking about wise seeing creates wise action. Earlier on, we already got the unicorn for you guys, so I really love to see this pair together. So we have an owl and a unicorn. So definitely allow your intuition and your higher self to be your guide in your current situation or circumstances. So the crystal that we have is the rhodonite, and this is talking about mental and emotional bodies being balanced. I attract nurturing people. So if some of you guys are stuck in a situation where you're fearing that, you're not going to get any better than that, or you just kind of have to put up with an unsatisfactory situation, or maybe you already have released yourself, or you've been released by this person, you might still feel negatively attached. So get this rhodonite. This is really going to help you to release heartache, grief, and sorrows of past relationships. It encourages lightheartedness and joy, and it restores the balance of confidence and emotions. So rhodonite would be really good here for you to carry and to get and to use this with your healing practices, and also to help you to make these choices, to trust your intuition, because you're coming from a place of emotional balance. You're not coming from a state of fear. So your charm is dice. So some of you guys actually might be using dice right now, like divination dice, or you're using dice in some sort of way for predictions or just divination purposes. But the dice really represents risk. And what does that mean? We roll the dice, we take a risk, we take a chance. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't, okay? So this is about our future energy, love, The Lovers. It's interesting because this represents the sign of a Gemini. So it could be that maybe some of you guys are looking to clear up some sort of an old cycle with an old relationship with that Lovers, right? Try not to allow your past hurts or your past situations with people to rule your future. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. So Spirit is really telling you to really work on emotionally balancing yourself and healing yourself. That way, when you do move forward, when you roll the dice, it's not going to feel like such a risk. Okay, it's not going to be so risky. You might not attract such risky people into your energy field. You may just start attracting people that are just better suited for you. So I feel like there's some sort of healing having to do with relationships or just choices and partnerships, period. Whether it's been business associates or even friends, we're really working on healing something so we can move forward and experience more success. All right, so the last message for you guys that chose number 1 is this card here. It says the wish answer would be no. What I'm getting from that is that maybe something that you had really hoped would happen with someone or something, it just didn't work out, okay? So your advice here in the very end is to carry through with your plans, as in living your life on your own and moving forward with whatever it is that you had going on before this person or situation. Carry through with it anyways. You've got to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward with your life. So we can't stop living on account of past disappointment or just past situations that didn't work out. It didn't work out for a reason. So your best asset moving forward is learn what you can, trust your intuition. As far as rolling the dice in future situations, you're going to be much more seasoned and filled with much more wisdom to where you're not going to take so many risks with people that you feel deep down in your gut. You're just going to know whether or not that something is good for you or something is not. So this is a learning curve for you, you guys, if you chose number 1. So anyways, you guys can choose number 2 or 3 as well. And let's move on into number 2. All right, so if you guys chose number 2, the theme that popped out for you guys was career. So this could be specifically related to some sort of career or project that you have going on. The month of July came up. So this could be something that is actually coming to fruition, maybe even coming to a close in the month of July. So there's something up ahead next month. We also have the rainbow here. The most difficult part of a situation is over. So if you guys have been suffering in your job or career choice, what I'm getting here is that you're going to find a way to add more color and light to your life. So if you're miserable at your job or it's just not worth your energy anymore, maybe the money's good, but you're just slowly dying inside, I feel like you guys are going to find a way to just experience some sort of relief. So that way you can just have more color and more sunshine in your life. You're just going to be happier. And if this is something where you've been trying to work on a career situation, you've been trying to, you want something to take off, but it's just been taking time, this could also be an indication that whatever you've been working on is about ready to take off next month. So this is amazing. All right, so this is a chakra that is highlighted right now, as well as some challenges that may be coming about. So this one right here is called the sacral chakra, playful energy. And I really picked up this message here for those of you that are resonating so far. If you're doing something that's not bringing you joy, it's almost like you're being asked to address that. You're being asked to just kind of figure out why you're suffering, why you're putting yourself through something if it's not making you happy, if it's actually creating more stress for you. Because we did have the energy of asylum, mental health disorder, or unstable. So someone's mood may be unstable, and it could even be that we're working for someone or we're in a very toxic work environment that we need to remove ourselves from. Is it worth it kind of energy? Now we have 7 of decay, which is the 7 of pentacles, snail pace. So this right here could be a little bit of that fear. It's kind of like choosing to be happy versus being financially comfortable. So it might be a little bit of a slow move on your part, maybe to either get out of the situation, or perhaps when you do remove yourself, it might be that it takes a little bit of time for you to kind of get back to where you were. But I'm just seeing here that it's going to be worth your mental health, because your mental health right now could really, really be severely affected by some sort of toxic situation or something that is just not making you happy any longer. So you need to pay attention to that and put that above all the rest. Now, Seven of Pentacles to me is also this energy where we can go back to the drawing board. Let's do something different. You know, maybe the path that we've been on, we've been working on a particular project. It's just maybe time to switch things up. Maybe what we originally thought was going to bring us happiness isn't. So we can always change our mind at any time. So what is your greatest asset and strength and gift right now, as well as a crystal suggestion? It was amazing when I got this moth here for you guys. So if you guys are seeing a lot of moths, that could be a specific message for you about a metamorphosis that's trying to take place. We have death. The eternal cycle begins here. So a lot of Scorpio energy as well with death. So death and transformation. So one of your greatest gifts right now is your ability to let go, is your ability to constantly reinvent yourself, not carrying around that fear that you can't just start over if you wanted to. So that is your greatest asset and gift right now, is the ability to transform. Now we have a ruby coming through. This talks about vital life force flows vibrantly through you, and you are grateful for energetic passion for life. So again, remember that playful, passionate, just being happy energy. Pick up some ruby. This is really going to help you to revitalize your energy, especially after some sort of like an ending or just a death of some sort. This talks about improving physical strength and vitality, increasing endurance and passion. It says activating productivity and self-motivation, increasing enthusiasm and overall feelings of well-being. I'm definitely getting here in this reading for whoever chose number 2 that you might not be feeling that great mentally. You might almost feel like you're in the midst of some sort of an emotional breakdown. But the thing is, something is trying to transform for you. And sometimes that's just life's way, as far as like tower moments and things like that that come into our lives to tell us it's time for change. And that doesn't always feel pleasant, but as long as we're always making decisions based on our own self-worth and self-care, we're going to be just fine. So maybe pick up some ruby to help you through this transition. So your charm is the zebra. So this beautiful charm here really represents how unique you really are. These zebras have these very unique, beautiful stripes, and that's always what it represents. So this is about moving forward in your future. We have the Hierophant. The Hierophant can represent the sign of Taurus, but the Hierophant is all about our belief systems, our values, our traditions, what's right for us. And I really feel like this is about you guys stepping into your own unique power and doing what's right for you, despite what other people believe is best for you. So this could be breaking some sort of, ancestral patterns, family traditions, doing what you need to do in order to make yourself feel better, because maybe trying to appease everyone else or make everybody else happy, that may be what has gotten you into this mental psychosis or this mental depression or state. So the best thing for you to do moving forward is to continue to value yourself and take care of you and live by your own standards, not other people's. And your closing message says, you are missing many opportunities, so take advantage. Wish answer is yes. So this is telling you guys at the very end that you can have anything that you want, and you're actually missing out on other opportunities that are better for you because you're hanging on to something that might just not be serving you any longer. So whether it's a dead-end relationship, a dead-end job, just a way of being, living. Again, maybe we're living our lives for everybody else but ourselves. This needs to stop. We need to say yes to ourselves because we're missing out on something amazing for our future. So that wraps up number 2. You guys could also choose number 1 or 3 if you'd like. All right, if you guys chose number 3, the theme that I picked for you guys was love. So of course, love can be family love, friend love, romantic love, however that resonates for you. But the month that I chose was June. So this means something current, something that is going on currently in your life. It did come through with casket, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. So this could be a little bit of a dark time or just kind of something sad that's happening right now, where we might not want to let go, or maybe we're the ones that are ending a situation. So let's go ahead and go further into these details. Okay, so the chakra that's coming through is the root chakra, you guys. So this tells me here that we really need to stay grounded, which is what that card actually says. We need to be really rooted in our reality. This is not a time for us to fly around in the clouds and fantasy thinking or anything like that. Something has gone up in flames with Three of Wands energy. It's almost like that Three of Wands, hope being on the horizon. I'm getting here that a situation, it's like all hope is gone. A situation needs to come to a close. And if we don't accept this, what's gonna happen is we're gonna stay mummified, corpse, remains, fossil, okay? We definitely don't wanna do that. We don't want to preserve this energy. And the reason why is because something is not happening for a reason. So that's probably why a lot of that casket energy came through, because it can be very difficult to finally close a chapter up once and for all. You know, really just kind of put that stamp of not approval, but just that final stamp on something and just send it away and never look back. So this is the energy that could be very challenging for you at this time. Really try to do your best to stay grounded, maybe do a lot of grounding exercises and breathing, spend a lot of time outdoors during this transition. So these are your greatest strengths right now and a crystal suggestion. I couldn't believe it when I picked the underworld for you guys, because this right here is talking about death. So your greatest strength right now is your shadow. So there's something for you to actually discover about yourself through your own shadows, or facing the shadows or the fear in a person or situation. It says, where all things pause, they do begin again. So things aren't going to begin again unless we let go and let this transition take place. Again, we can try to memorialize something. We can try to, mummify it, keep it frozen in time. We're actually really being asked to let this go, so that way we can start fresh and start new. So major death and transformation for number 3. So we have hematite coming through. It might be very helpful for you guys to pick up some hematite during this time. It says, it is easy for me to quiet my mind and maintain awareness. I can find inner peace. So let's go ahead and turn it around and see what else it says. Calm hyperactivity, stay grounded. Crazy when I got this. Stay grounded and focused. Repel negative thought energy. Release annoyance and distraction. Encourage inner peace and a quiet mind. So this hematite will actually really help you with all of these things. You might feel very hyperactive right now when it comes to letting something go or letting something finally come to a close. You might have a lot of negative energy or a lot of just negative thoughts that are coming up. You might be really annoyed and distracted by other people. You might be lashing out. So Spirit is asking you to face these shadows and figure out, why are these things triggering you? What is going on? What does this say about your own healing and what you need to release? So there's something for us to pay attention to here. All right, so your charm that came through is the mirror. And that's kind of cool, because this kind of puts the focus back on us. Rather than us deflecting what we're feeling or what we're seeing onto someone else, we really take the time to look at ourselves and examine our shadows. Why did this occur? Why did I attract this into my life? Why does the same type of person keep showing up, etc.? Because it is paired with judgment, you guys, and judgment is connected to Pluto, which is death and transformation, Scorpio, okay? So this is telling me here that it is time. It's judgment day. It's time for us to make a judgment call on how long we're going to continue to go down a list of people until we actually learn this lesson. We can keep attracting the same type of person and keep going through the same lesson over and over again, or we can allow this shadow, we can allow it to heal. We can do the work. We can purge our need for abuse, or we can purge our need for narcissists, or we can purge our need to basically not get our needs met. We can release our need to reactivate these traumas with these trauma bonds with other people. So we can get deep down into ourselves, maybe even do some sort of mirror work. Again, that shadow work, maybe even go through some sort of counseling with a professional in order to address these things once and for all. Because right after judgment, you guys, is the world. and the world is connected to Saturn, which is the end of a karmic cycle. So I really see that an old karmic cycle or old karma with maybe a particular person, it wants to come to an end. It wants to close. This chapter absolutely wants to close for you. So it is about really, really letting something go that just is not serving you. So that might feel harsh, and it's interesting with this next card. The last card that I chose for you guys was hasty news, okay? It might seem hasty, or it might even seem that you've gotten some sort of news just recently that has made you maybe act out in haste. Maybe you reacted in a way that you're not proud of. Maybe it brought out the worst in you. But whatever this is, you're being asked to really pull back and start to focus on your own wishes of what you want to bring in. If something negative just keeps replaying over and over again, that's not the kind of energy that you want to stay attached to. So you are being asked to say yes to yourself and kind of part ways with this hasty news. Maybe something that you heard is actually for your highest good as well, because maybe this was the last straw too, and you're just done with the situation. So just take what resonates, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. You have a great day. Bye-bye.